Welcome, kids, to another episode of Ask Greg. That was kind of weird. I didn't even know this thing even came on. It was probably like, it probably came on, whoever was watching, you probably came on and just saw me just staring into the damn camera like a goddamn asshole. But, whatever. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Ask Greg, where you, the viewers, can ask me, Greg, anything you want, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Like I said on last episode, I give it to you raw, dog, and no condom. Figuratively, folks, not literally. Now, let's see. Oh, before we even get into the question, I actually have a lot of questions tonight. So if I don't get to all the questions, I do apologize. I will be doing a third episode, not tomorrow, Thursday night, probably around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time, because I kind of want to keep these a little bit shorter. I kind of went a little long on the first episode. I originally didn't want to go 19 minutes, but I kind of give longer than the answers. But I'm trying to keep it short. So if I don't get to your questions on this particular episode, don't worry. I will get to your questions on the next episode. So don't worry. But let's jump into it. Before we even get into the questions, I want to talk a little bit about because I've been kind of quiet on this situation, the whole Ray Rice thing that happened. In case you've been living on the rock, can't even talk with it. Channeling my inner Floyd Mayweather, I can't talk. I'm illiterate. In case you've been living on the rock, Ray Rice was a NFL football player who was pretty much got caught beating the shit out of his wife or his fiance. I think they're not married. But this was a story that happened maybe like a month ago, but the only footage that they had was her coming out the elevator pretty much fucking slumped. I mean, holy shit. And then now, it's come to light that the video of him pretty much knocking her the fuck out came, to the media. And he was originally suspended for a couple of games, and now he's completely cut off the Baltimore Ravens. I think he plays for the Ravens. I don't know. I don't watch fucking football. I can give two goddamn shits about football, so I could be wrong. But I mean, I saw the video and holy shit! Wow, that was fucking brutal. I mean, he fucking cold cocked the ass like he held like a goddamn grown man. Like holy fucking shit. The only thing I'm going to say about the situation, I'm going to say this. I see a lot of bickering on the internet with this whole situation. Victim blaming because she's staying with them. Oh, she's stupid, blah, 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 blah. Listen, people. The whole debating, you're not even debating. You're fucking yelling back and forth. You're not going to create a proper dialogue for this shit, okay? Just shut the fuck up and go on about your life. I hate to say it, because you know what? Next week you'll be on some other bullshit that's gonna happen. Okay? All this yelling back and forth does nothing. It's actually counterproductive. So if you're just yelling back and forth, you're part of the problem. All right? So, unless you're trying to create a dialogue, have a discussion about domestic violence, cool. If you're not doing that and you're just screaming back and forth at each other, what are you doing? You just fucking wasted time on the goddamn internet like everybody else. So shut the fuck up and go get a fucking hobby. go fucking learn how to fucking crochet or something. I don't know. That's what like old women do. They learn to crochet. I don't know. What's the point of crocheting? Anyway, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Let's get to the questions, okay? That's why you're here. You're not here to listen to me fucking ramble. Now you're here to get to the questions and me answer them. All right, let's get to them. Okay, if I can fucking find them. Shows you how prepared I am. I already hear you people giving me feedback. You should be more prepared. Shut up. I'm a little angry. I'm in a bit of a mood, people. I'm tired. I'm doing this because I love you. I'm a little tired. Okay, let's see. Okay, I want to get to this one. This is actually a very good question. Okay, this comes from Christian Allen. And he writes, Dear Greg, Donald Glover, who is an actor and comedian, also goes by the rap name Childish Gambino. Donald Glover just recently said rap isn't doing its job anymore. Do you agree? And what is your take on hip hop? Am I reading this right? Okay. what does it take for hip hop to have a social movement? And if it were to happen, what rappers do you think in this era can achieve that? Okay, this is a very good question. Hmm. I agree. I don't think rap is doing this job. I think it's because hip hop has changed. I mean, hip hop has gone through different movements. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. I think I saw that interview that you're talking about. I think that's when he was on High 97 talking to Rosenberg. Um, Here's the thing. I think it's such a broad question, but I'm trying to figure out how to answer it correctly. Okay. This is what I heard recently. This whole terminology of the new black, which is, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, new black, and that, in hip hop, the rap artists are not the same, or this hipster shit and all this stuff. Here's the thing. I think that movement is there, and that's great, you know what I mean? But I think it's all pop music now. See, here's the thing. It goes way beyond hip hop. It actually goes towards music in general. I think Gene Simmons was just in the news saying that rock is dead. And he caught a lot of flack from people saying, oh, he's old, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he's out of touch. He's not out of touch. I mean, yeah, he's old as shit, but he's right. I mean, when was the last pure rock band? I mean, rock band. Okay, all my cool white guys out there, name some cool white bands. So, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to find cool white guys anymore. They all look like fucking riffraff. We'll get into that in a minute. Who that fucker is? But I mean, yeah, rock music essentially is all pop music. It's all commercial, and every pop music has infiltrated in every genre of music. So, I mean, for example, okay, you look at somebody like a Riff Raff, who's a white rapper. He has the cornrows, he has the gold teeth in his mouth, he has the jewelry. I'm not a fan of Riff Raff. I personally think Riff Raff is a parody of hip hop. I think he's a parody of black culture. I think someone like Iggy Azalea is a parody. Not the fact in the way she looks, other than her fake ass. That bitch ass is fake in the motherfucker. All right, let me tell you something. There's a little side note. Then if you want to know if a girl's ass is real, it's got to be soft and jiggly. Right? If it's like toned and firm and it's like big, it's fake. If it's toned and firm and small, then it's real. Because I mean, she probably work out. She do a lot of squats and shit. She fucking go to Soul Cycle, above that fucking hippy dippy bullshit people do in the fucking city. Let me stop talking. I'd be talking shit about Soul Cycle. I'd probably be signed up to do that shit because my fat ass needs to get back to the gym. But anyway, if her ass is big, like they say, like Kim Kardashian, and it's firm, that ass is fake. That's false advertising, okay? But I think, going back to what I was saying, Iggy Azalea, but the way she raps, a murder business. Like, the broad is fucking Australia. Rap like you're fucking in your accent. You sound like an idiot. She's a parody. Same thing for, what's the other fucking white rapper? Chanel West Coast. Little Debbie, they're all parody. It's like they're parody. Even Trinidad James, even though Trinidad James is not a white rapper, he was a parody. Old Gold, everything. I remember when I first saw the video and heard the song, I thought he was a comedian. I was like, is this a joke? Is this motherfucker serious? So yeah, I think hip hop. I think hip hop is isn't doing this job. It doesn't have the social message that it used to have. You know what I'm saying? But it goes through different cycles. I think every movement is different. Now, as far as do I think, let me see, what was the second part of the question? What would it take for it to have a social movement again? I have no clue. I really don't. As far as what rappers do I think in this era that can achieve that, there are some rappers I think that can. I mean, you look at a rapper like a Kendrick Lamar. I think he can achieve that, but I think that's too much pressure to put on Kendrick Lamar, and I don't think he wants to be that type of rapper. I think he's a guy, he's an MC that's just him. You know what I mean? He's not going to be the poster child of the conscious rap movement that everybody wants him to be. I remember people trying to put that label on Kanye West when he first came out, and, well, we saw it that way. So, I mean, you still have rappers that are around like a Common or a Talib Kweli, but even Talib was caught wearing those fucking leather kilts, which kind of mind boggled me a little bit. But um, I don't really know any rappers right now that's gonna bring social a social message in hip hop. I really don't. I don't think there were. I don't think there were any rappers other than maybe G Unit that did a song relating to the whole situation, and Ferguson and Mike Brown. So I mean, I think also we live in an era of the entertainment industry where people are scared to talk freely about what's on their mind. You know what I mean? Because because we live in a society where nowadays either you're depicted as a hero and a villain, and even if you're saying things as a hero, as a good guy in the entertainment industry, if that thing you're saying is going to shape the establishment, that could fuck up your career, and no artist wants that to happen to them. Okay, they do not want that check to be cut. They do not want the checks to stop. Okay, so that's why you also don't see a lot of artists making these social changes, because I mean, they don't want that money to stop. The times have changed. They know if they say one thing that's going to shake up the establishment, they're going to get taken care of. But that's a whole nother topic on its own. Even if they say something stupid, they'll get villainized and their career's over. CeeLo Green, he said that dumbass comment about rape. This motherfucker got the show dropped. He cannot get booked on any shows. He's just done. So, and I hope that answered your question on that one. I kind of rambled on that one because really a broad question goes across the board, just not only in hip hop but just in music and the entertainment industry in general. Things change, even in the comedy community, same thing, So anyway, next question. Let's see. This is a funny one. This one comes from Josh. Josh writes, "Dear Greg, I got a question. Did a girl ever throw you the pussy at you after a performance?" Josh, you trying to get me in trouble, man? Nigga, I am married. No. Answer your question. No, I have not had a girl throw pussy my way after I perform. No. I don't think there are too many people at an open mic that's willing to throw pussy towards an open micer's way. I haven't hit that level. I'm not on the Chris Rock, Louis C.K., Bill Burr level. All right, but no, and you know what happened? I would still decline because I'm married. All right, you ain't getting me fucking killed. All right, my wife got a mean left hook. All right, trust me, I know. She been swung on my ass many times. Okay, you think Ray Weiss got a fucking? You think that motherfucker's got a goddamn left hook? You haven't met my wife. Anyway, next question. People out there think I'm getting my ass whipped by my wife. No, I'm just married to a black woman, so I gotta be careful what I say. Let's see. Next question comes from Kira, and Kira writes, "What's the nicest thing someone has ever done for you?" And that is a very sweet question. The nicest thing, I've had a lot of people, do nice things for your boy over here. I will say this. I'm not going to narrow it down to one person. I'm going to say there's been numerous people in my life who've done nice things for me. Anybody who has allowed me to be around them and for me to learn from them, and also to be inspired, for them to inspire me to do better, I'm so appreciative. And that's like the nicest thing somebody's ever done for me. I have a lot of friends. I hang out with a lot of other comics and other, a lot of other comedians, and they inspire me and they make me want to work harder. And I also hang around other artists in different fields. I have one of my best friends, Kirsten Marilyn, who's a great, amazing singer. She has done a lot for me. Matter of fact, one of the nicest things she's ever done for me was she was the one that put the seed in my brain here for me to go into stand-up comedy. I never thought about stand-up. I toyed with it before, but I never really seriously thought about going into stand-up comedy until she had mentioned it to me and say, hey, you're a funny guy. You ever thought about trying stand up? I'm like, I thought about it maybe, and I might not have the guts to do it if she didn't plant the seed in my brain. So I would say her, and anybody that inspired me, have done the nicest thing for me. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna keep this short. So we're gonna do one last question. Josh, I'm not answering any of your dumbass questions. Okay, this is a little disclaimer. It's one question per show. Josh, you just sent me like 8 goddamn questions. If you send me another 8 for the next episode, if I see you in the street, I'm gonna smack the shit out you, okay? I've been known to smacking people, okay? So stop that dumb shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking retarded or something? I shouldn't even say that. That's not politically correct. Okay, let's see. Now, this question is a little tricky. I'm going to see if I can answer this question for her to the best of my abilities. Now, this question comes from Christy. And Christy, well, actually, Christy sent me a couple. Okay, here it goes. Christy sent me a question. Is pretty much she's in a situation where she was involved with a young man, and it was a very toxic relationship situation. And long story short, she wants to know what's the correct action for dealing with someone that does something to the effect of when you have severed ties with a certain person and they go to the person that you're currently dating and seek this person out and tell them things that they're not supposed to know. Saying that you shouldn't date her or trying to warn the next guy. How do you deal with that? I think the correct way to deal with that is this. I kind of know the situation, so I'm going to say this particular guy that you're talking about, you need to really stay away from. Don't have any contacts with him whatsoever. The guy that you're dating, or if you're, I don't know if you're still dating him or not, just let him know what the situation was. Just say, hey, this guy is a bit of a nutcase. Don't listen to him, and you just got to nip it in the butt if he continues to do things like that, where he's showing up at places that he shouldn't be showing up, and you don't feel comfortable that he's there. Then you may have to take some actions in the law. Okay, something called a restraining order. I know a thing too about that because I've gotten some restraining orders on some people in my day. Not me, because I'm not crazy. I ain't no creep, but I had to get a restraining order on some, particular ex-girlfriend, so I know how to deal with crazy folks. Okay, I got a PhD in crazy. Okay, so like I said, if this is making you uncomfortable and the person's continue to do that, then maybe you need to take that sort of action. Maybe you need to get a restraining order, file a report or something. I don't know, but I'm going to say this: if you are contacting this guy, if you still have some sort of relationship or friendship with this particular guy, okay, then that's on you, because you're allowing this guy you're giving him this window of opportunity, okay, by doing that. Just cut all ties. Don't talk to him. Don't be friends with him. Period. Just move on. And I don't know if you're still currently dating the guy that he spoke to, but if not, you and I have had a conversation. I think it's best that you be single and find out who you are as a person, because a lot of the times, we get involved with people and we think we know ourselves, but we don't. If you're in a relationship and you come out of a relationship saying, well, this person did this to me, that person did that to me, you didn't learn shit. You ain't learned jack shit. It's about learning about yourself and you, okay? And the only way to learn about you is by being alone, okay? You're an artist like me. Focus on your art. That's it. So fuck with these crazy ass dudes in the city, all right? So I hope that helps you, Christy. And if not, if you guys have any more questions, please email me at superdynamocomedy@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at GregoryHall5000 and follow me on Instagram, GregoryHall5000 over there. I will be performing at Broadway Comedy Club for Sophia Nursing Friends Comedy Showcase this Friday. at in New York City at Broadway on West 53rd Street. So come out, have a good time, come have a drink, come meet me. I won't buy you a drink because I'm fucking cheap and poor, but you know I'll have one with you. Okay, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Ask Greg. I hope I answered everybody's questions. If I did not get to your question, I will definitely answer them on episode 3. But you can still send me more questions for episode 3 and 4. I'll be doing episode 4 sometime this weekend. I'm not too sure. It's a crazy weekend for me. I probably won't do episode 4 until next Monday. But episode 3 is definitely still on for Thursday. So send me more questions, and I hope you guys had a good time. And it's a wrap. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.